Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be demoing the XVIVE XV1-R. Quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored, paid-for video in any sense. XVIVE did reach out to me to send me this product. The only obligation was that I make a video. So here we go, making a video. And yeah, this episode I'm doing something a little different. As you can see, I am recording and utilizing just their microphone. I've got my other microphone up above me, just out of the way. But yeah, I thought, hey, what better way to demo a microphone than actually using it myself? I'm trying to monitor it because right now it's connected right into my camera. This is a way I typically don't do because I have everything set up just how I like with my normal microphone. But right now it's plugged directly into my camera. So hopefully in post and editing, I might not have to line it up, sync it, whatever. So this is more of an experiment, but I can monitor my levels here, and I guess we'll see how it works out. I do have audio field recorders, audio interfaces that are portable, you name it. I've tried a wide variety of recording devices. So with all that being said, I want to talk about some of the features of the XV1-R by XVIVE, so you guys could decide, hey, is this right for me? Let's talk about some of the features. This thing is a stereo recorder. You can see it has the XY mics on top. You can see there's two microphones, and that just helps get a better sound. But you don't have to record that way. You can record in mono. It also has a lot of different recording quality capabilities. So right now, I typically, just because I do music, I like my things in 32-bit float and wave format. So this thing can do that, but it can do also more simpler types of audio formats as well. You can customize and manually set it up how you want as a recorder. Some other things. This thing has profile. So the profiles let you basically choose basic templates of ways that they've set it up, like, hey, maybe someone who's in an office setting, maybe someone who's in a studio setting, maybe someone who's at a concert. You select those. It basically sets up a bunch of settings so that if you're a beginner, you don't have to worry about that, okay? Now, you can customize and get into the nitty-gritty. I would personally recommend, because this is what I did, I would suggest testing out, before you just get this thing and you start recording, test out different settings, see what works right for you, because that's what I did, and eventually I found, kind of that sweet spot. Right now, I already forgot. There is, when you use this thing, especially this close, I could distance this thing from me, over here. I can get it really close. I can talk this close, but I don't think many people want to hear it like that. Many microphones, they'll use, little foam pop filters. This little cool hair piece here, this is like a windscreen guard. This really changed how I utilized this audio recorder, making it more useful for me, given the different scenarios and settings, I need something like this to block out all that wind and that noise from, drafts or whatever it could be, me talking. I'll include a link to this in the description if you guys want. It's adjustable, so I've used this on my other audio recorders. All right, now you can see I've got a funky little hairpiece here. And again, that's just to help with the noise. Cuts out a lot of that when recording, doing different things, or drafts, wind, if you're outside. Excellent. I'll leave a link to this audio recorder and this little windscreen guard here. So back to the device itself. People who do vlogging, they might do a podcast or something. This is great because I can mount this to my camera, or I can use it in the studio, like in this scenario right now. I don't have to have this connected to my camera. This was more of a test to see how the audio would handle, but I'm also recording so that if I do need to sync in post, line up the audio with the video, I can totally do that as well. This portable audio recorder is perfect for beginners to intermediate compared to my intermediate to advanced audio recorder. I have a more advanced one right here. This is not very user friendly to the general audience, and it does a lot of stuff that maybe many people wouldn't even care about when they go to record. So this thing can be used as an audio interface. I can plug it into my computer. I can use the audio input. Yes, there is an audio input. It's 3.5 millimeter. So that, might affect some people in some situations, but you can always get an adapter if needs be. Something else that you can do with this is it is an audio recorder that you can plug into your iPhone or your Android. Now, some people might ask, well, why would I want that? I already have a built-in microphone on my device. Well, check this out. This thing, like I said, it has some cool settings that can cut out noise. You can direct this to where you want. You can get stereo recording. And again, you have that 3.5 millimeter input. So if you want to record yourself playing an instrument, or maybe even you want to monitor when you're recording your guitar session, you don't have to use, I'm not saying you'd use the input. It has a headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter for monitoring. Now, the only downside I've noticed with that is once you're using it in that USB mode and plugging it into your phone, I noticed that if you use the input, the 3.5 millimeter audio input, and try to use the headphone jack, it turns off that headphone jack so you can't monitor if you have an instrument plugged in. I thought that was kind of a bizarre choice because you don't have to do that. I've used devices that let you do both. So you're going to need maybe some other way to monitor it, whether it's through your camera or a separate mixer, or the instrument itself might even have a headphone jack. So, all those three scenarios, that's the only negative I've experienced with this audio recorder. Everything else, it's no, I'd expect that, the noise. There's no windscreen guard or whatever. There's no foam on the outside. It's exposed. So of course, and you can always distance this thing from you. It uses two AA batteries. Uses micro SD. I mean, you can format the card to work with this. I mean, very, very basic stuff here, guys. This is a perfect thing, and it's small, it's portable enough. You can fit it in your pocket if you really want to. Me as a studio musician, I like to sometimes go do field recordings, go outside and record some sounds. But in my studio, I have some acoustic instruments. I have piano and guitar, maybe singing, got some congas. I mean, there's just all sorts of uses you guys could get with something like this. This isn't, like I said, I have other audio recorders that are way more advanced. This isn't like your mixer, where you're going to multi-track record. Again, this is very, very basic, but it's really awesome because it's stereo and user-friendly. So let's talk about the price. I think this price is going to interest a lot of people if they're just wanting something basic that's multi-use and actually good quality. This thing they're asking on Amazon currently $89.99, so $90. That's an excellent price. XVIVE, like I said, they're a known name brand. They're getting bigger. They focus on audio recording devices for on stage or in the studio, and this is one that encompasses kind of everything. They have lots of different types of devices, but yeah, first time working with the company, great experience so far. Loving their products. I'm always very uncertain when it's a brand new company, and then you got to do your own research. So yeah, I hope that you guys find this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content, first off, subscribe, and then secondly, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you guys are interested in. If you found this useful, I think this might be my more go-to. And then, I have my other one that's way more advanced, but this is way easier to use, and I could use it in like a small little synth setup, and it's just easy, guys. This is a really easy to use one, great price. Let me know what you guys think about this. I want to thank XVIVE for sending this my way to share with you guys. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.